The 5 things that you're going to have to sacrifice if you want to be a real trader. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what those 5 things are, but it's not anything shallow like what you think. I'm not talking about sacrificing a little bit of Netflix, a little bit of video games here and there. I'm going to be talking about some deep stuff. 5 life-changing sacrifices that you're going to have to think about and decide if it's for you or not. They're not going to be easy to do. Like and subscribe, comment on the video below, because that's going to help the algorithm pick up the video and push it out so they can help more traders like you. The first thing that you need to sacrifice is external validation. You have this ego that needs to be constantly validated. So you have to post your trades on social media. You have to tell everybody what you're doing. You want to be right all the time. You have to be Mr. Look at me, look at me. You have to let go of that, because that's not going to help you. You got to grow in silence. You got to stop seeking validation from people that don't really matter at the end of the day. It's not their journey. They don't care about you to begin with. You're just chasing dopamine. You're just chasing an ego boost. Don't do it, because it's very pointless, actually. At the end of the day, only you know the truth about your journey. You don't need to get the validation from people. And I'm guilty. I did it. And I know you're doing it because you want to feel important. You've decided to become this trader. You are taking this journey to be this trader, to be this elite human being, to be a top 1% human being. And now you want to tell everybody because you want to be better than them, because maybe you felt like you were mistreated in the past, or people overlooked you, or whatever it was. Someone hurt you and you want to get back at them, so you want to beat them. So now you got to tell them that you're a trader. You're trading from anger. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be angry. Anger is good. Anger is how you win. But you don't need to tell them. If some guy disrespects you, someone disrespects you, that should be anger for you to succeed. The fire in you. You need that. But you don't need the validation. That girl doesn't care. That guy doesn't care. Your friend doesn't care. In fact, when they see you posting stuff, it goes against you, because they're cursing you in their mind. They're wishing that you fail secretly. They don't want to see you doing better. So in your early days, when you're starting, just keep quiet about it. You don't need to post it. You don't need to get the validation, because that's the part that is the most crucial part of your journey, because you're still a young tree. You're a young plant. You're just sprouting. It's easy to stop you. Once you grow into this big, massive oak tree, into this big tree, it's hard to cut down. And people will just see your results. They will see you. You don't need to seek the validation. They're going to see you for what you are, for what you achieved. You will be so successful that they cannot deny you. There's a difference, you see? So you don't need to seek it. It'll come. So you have to stop seeking this. You got to sacrifice this. It's a cheap dopamine hit. At the beginning of your journey, you're still a small tree. They can chop you down. It's easy for them to chop you down. So wait until you become this massive big tree, until you become a big success, and then the results will speak for yourself. There's the saying, work hard in silence, but let your Lambo make the noise. It's true. It's so true. So that's number 1. Let's go on to number 2. The relationships that are shallow. relationships that are doing you no favors. If your partner, if your girlfriend doesn't believe in you or is always arguing with you, you have to cut that out. You're going to have to sacrifice that relationship. It's doing you no good. It's clouding your mind. It's making your journey difficult. Having people around you that don't believe in you, you got to cut them out. It's going to be a lonely journey. And it gets harder the older you get, right? When you're young, if you're in your 20s, when you're in your 20s, it's easy to do because you don't need to have a family yet. You don't need to have kids yet. You still have time. You can take more risk. You can sacrifice. Don't get married yet if you're 20. Why you want to do that? Put extra stress on yourself. Build yourself first. Become that big oak tree. Grow into the big tree, and then you can have as many families as you want. But you're going to have to sacrifice that in the beginning. And it gets very hard and it's very lonely. I'm not going to lie. Sometime you're going to look back and you're going to think like, are you doing the right thing? But there's something in you that there is a piece of you that says that you are on the right path. You know you're on the right path, even though you can't see. Even though it feels like it's not going to ever work out for you, you just don't quit. That's the path for you. And if that's the path for you, if you're the real one, if you're the real warrior, and I know you are, I believe in you, then you're going to understand what I'm talking about. And not everybody's going to be able to come with you. And that is not for everyone to take in. That's the hardest part of trading. I've had to sacrifice so much. You got to be able to live like other people won't live and do things that other people won't do in the beginning, so that in the end you can do things that other people cannot do. And you can live the way other people can't live. Do you understand? It's a minor sacrifice that you're going to have to accept as part of your journey. You can't have it all in the beginning. It's just not going to work out. And some people do, and they're very, very small group of people. They're anomalies. So you have to keep this in mind. Who you keep around you, who you take on with you with this journey, who you allow into your peace of mind, into your circle. You don't need to be Mr. Famous. You don't need to have lots of friends. You don't need to be Mr. Busy all the time. You don't need that, man. You don't need to be people pleasing. You don't need to do anything with anyone else because they're not paying your bills. It's not their dream. This is your dream. Don't waste your time with the wrong people, because if you do that, if you hang out with people that are just worse, like they're not doing anything with their life and they don't have the same vision and all they can do is gossip and talk about other people, they're going to hold you back. They're going to bring you down. They don't want to see you win. They're going to destroy your dreams. Your dream becomes the sacrifice. If you can't make the sacrifice now, your dream of becoming a real trader will be the sacrifice. You choose. You got to make that choice, and it's a tough choice. Number 3 is that no, your life is not going to be the same as your classmates, as what society is expecting of you. You're not going to walk the same path. You know that you weren't born to walk the same path. You weren't born to just pay bills and die, go be stuck in a 9-to-5 job and work for 40 years for someone that you don't respect and get fired, become a slave to the matrix, become a slave to the banks. That's not the way you're going to go. That's not your life path anymore. You're going to have to give up the temptation to buy the big house now, or go and get that BMW 3 Series with the red leather Even though you can't afford it, you're not ready for that. Look around at everybody else, they're miserable. They hate their lives. Monday morning, what are they doing? They going to a job they hate, to pay for a house they don't live in, to pay for a car that they never get to drive, they only get stuck in traffic with. Is that the life path that you want? Or can you sacrifice those instant gratifications, those immediate short-term things? That's a real sacrifice you have to think about. Are you able to? Because if you can't, then the matrix has you. You're always going to be stuck. You won't be able to get out. I'm not saying to not have nice things. You can have nice things once you figure this out. Once you figure out your trading and you become successful at trading, you can have it all. You can have everything. So you gotta learn to let the instant gratification go and use that as the fuel to figure this out fast, as fast as you can. That'll keep you studying on the weekends. That'll make you get to the 10,000 hours of chart time that you need. When you want to go out and waste a whole day, a whole weekend doing things with people you don't care about, you're going to think twice about that. What do you want, the dream? Or you want to sacrifice the dream for a quick fix? And for number 4, you're going to have to sacrifice your ego. Ego is your identity, your self-image. You got to kill it. Because your ego is what's going to make you revenge trade. It's going to make you have to be right. It's going to make trading hard for you. So you have to get rid of your ego and just be okay being yourself, right? You don't need to prove nothing. You don't need to anything. You're good the way you are. You're in the right place. Just know that you're in the right place. So you don't have no ego to satisfy. You don't need nothing. You have your edge. You have your process. You have your system. That's all that matters. So you need to stop and not worry about trying to satisfy an ego, because that's what's going to hold you back. The best traders have no ego. They don't need an ego. Number 5, stop trying to control the market. You have this idea that you can control everything around you in your life. If you're a control freak, it's not going to work. If you micromanage, it's not going to work, right? You have to let go. You have to sacrifice this part of you that you think everything is within your control. It's not. The market is not going to be controlled by you. Just understand that and accept that as a truth, that you cannot control markets. You cannot control the outcome. Everything is based on probabilities. There are no certainties in trading. If you do the right things for long enough, consistently, then you will have the results that you want over a longer period of time. That's how it works. You cannot control your journey. You cannot control how much money you're going to make this week, today. You have to let go of it. You have to be comfortable sitting in uncertainty. If that is hard for you, then maybe you're not ready to be a real trader. But these things are things that you have to consider. This is what's going to separate you from everybody else. I know you can do it. I know you want this bad enough that doing this, I don't even have to convince you. You'll do it anyways. You're going to do it. You're just glad that I confirmed it, that somebody actually came out and said it to you. You don't have to feel bad if you were thinking this already. Go ahead for it, man. Go for it. Do it. I want to see you win. I know you got it in you. I know that you can do this. I know that you're the real warrior. You're a real one. Nothing's going to stop you. You're going to make it. So if you're new to my channel, I need you to help me out. Like and subscribe, comment below. That's going to help with the algorithm. pump up the video so the message can get out and help more people. And if you want to level up your trading, check out the first link in the description. That'll be able to fix your internal game and level up on your mental strategies and your psychology, the real stuff. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.